What's up with the YouTube cosmic family? Peace to all the gods and the goddesses and the high vibrational people of planet Kai. Now today we'll be getting into what we like to call chemtrails, or chemtrails are really just short for chemical trails, but we like to call it chemtrails. So we're gonna be getting into chemtrails today. Now chemtrails, as you can see in this picture, Exhibit A. If you ever seen this, I know you've seen it before. I mean, if you're on this planet, you've seen this before. So you looked up and you've seen like, oh, that's cool. It's not cool. You know why it's not cool? Because these, my friend, are chemical trails. Chemical trails that sprayed in the atmosphere 24/7, 7 days a week, night and day and night, every time you can think about it. They're spraying these with chemtrails, or the sky and the atmosphere with chemtrails. You would say, well, dark matter none. Well, what exactly do chemtrails do to the atmosphere? Well, chemtrails harm the atmosphere by polluting it with chemicals that are unnatural to this realm, to planet Kai, which hinders what we are really supposed to be breathing in naturally. Let that sink in. We are not breathing in what we are supposed to be breathing in naturally. Let that sink in. You say dark matter 9. What do you mean we're not breathing in? What are we breathing in if we're not breathing in what we're supposed to be breathing in naturally? And I'm here to tell you that we're supposed to be breathing in hydrogen naturally. And the reason why they put these chemtrails out there is so they can pollute the atmosphere and turn the hydrogen into now what we know of as oxygen. Yes. What they tell you, oxygen that we're supposed to be breathing, we're not supposed to be breathing in oxygen. We're not supposed to be breathing in that bullshit. But they got you believing that we are supposed to be breathing in oxygen. And that's what they teach you in school. That's what they teach you in these books and all that. We're supposed to be breathing in oxygen because they want you to believe the lie and the fallacy, or however you want to call it, so you don't fucking go digging into the truth. You see what I'm saying? They teach you the lie so you don't digging into the truth. And that's just the honest truth right there. That's what they do, family. So now you say, okay, so the fact that we're not breathing in hydrogen, we're supposed to be breathing in oxygen. And you would say, well, what's the difference? Well, the difference is that hydrogen is basically water based. You see what I'm saying? Hydro means water. Hydrogen is water. It's water based. You see what I'm saying? We're really supposed to be breathing in mostly water, not completely, because it's water mixed with other chemicals or other things in the atmosphere, but it's not supposed to be oxygen. You see what I'm saying? That is chemical. That has made, because they have chemtrails in the sky, that has made it to where the atmosphere is chemically unbalanced, and that means that we are breathing in something that's toxic, toxins. You hear me? So let me break this down to you. So, because we're not breathing in hydrogen or breathing in oxygen, that when we breathe in this oxygen that they have created from the chemtrails and polluted our skies, it rusts us from the inside out because we are carbon-based beings. You see what I'm saying? Oxygen is not natural to our atmosphere. Hydrogen is hydro. Remember I said hydro. That's water. You see what I'm saying? So we are plant-based beings. We are carbonated plant-based beings. You see what I'm saying? We live off of water, and photon energy. You would say, what's photon energy? Where do we get that from? We get the photon energy from the sun. So we really need water and sunlight. You see what I'm saying? And hydrogen. Actual water, completely water, and hydrogen, what is water based. And that's what we're supposed to be breathing in on a daily. And from breathing in hydrogen, we literally are. If we were breathing in hydrogen, we would literally be violet, blue, or green. That is the color we will be. But now we have a Bronx-like color because the oxygen is rusting out our molecular structure from the inside out. So now we have taken on this complexion. We're really supposed to be blue, light blue, green, or violet. See what I'm saying? Let that sink in, family. So these chemtrails are what you look up in the sky and stare at and you think is just smoke or whatever you think is just from planes and they doing their job. That's the thing. They are doing their job. But what they don't tell you is these planes are literally paid to fly fly in pointless areas, just anywhere they can find in a certain area to pollute and spread as much chemtrails in the sky, and they get paid. People get paid to do that. I actually spoke to a guy who told me, I ain't gonna say his name because that's snitching, family, and we don't snitch. You feel me? But I've spoken to a guy who had a job to do this for the government, and he's told me that when he was working doing this job, that they literally instructed them to fly in circles and pollute and put as much chemicals from their planes in the sky, and they get paid to do that. Pilots. And he's told me straight from his mouth that I'm not even supposed to be telling you this. But he didn't even have to tell me that because I already knew. But him telling me that is just more confirmation of me knowing of the bullshit that they got going on in this motherfucking planet. And this is just one of the fucking things they do to poison us in a certain way. But it's thousands of other ways that they are poisoning us. But we're going to have another video. We're going to have other videos on that. You see what I'm saying? That's for another video. But this video is about straight chemtrails. Now, as you can see, you see that a lot. These little lines in the sky, we see that every day. We see that every day, family. We see that every day. So you so people sit back and you just think, like, so they've been polluting us through the air. Y'all, and then they tell us to put, during COVID, when COVID first started off, they tell us to put masks on. First of all, that was just the stupidest shit. Every time I thought about it. So you telling me this shit airborne and y'all telling us to put a mask on to stop it? And it's airborne. Motherfucker, you breathe through your ears and don't know that. You don't even know you breathing through your ears and your nose and all this shit. You breathe through your pores. You breathe through your pores. So how the hell is a fucking mask around your nose and your mouth going to stop you from breathing this shit in? That's just another way for them to control you. You see what I'm saying? That's a test. Will they do this? They're probably going to do it as soon as we tell them to do it. They do whatever we tell them to do. Go ahead and put that mask on and breathe in the same air you pushed out, because that's healthy. No, the fuck it's not, family. When you breathe out, you're supposed to get fresh air. You don't supposed to breathe the same air you pushing out. The exact same air. That's not what you're supposed to do. So that in itself is poisoning people. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit with them, y'all. Y'all feel me? Like the chemtrails is through the air. So you have to understand, understand, you feel me? I don't even like the fact that I just said that. Understand. You have to understand. And, because that's like a spell. And we're going to have another video on that about spells. But you have to understand, family, that they are poisoning us through air. Now, you understand what is air. Air is a gas. These are gases we're talking about. Gases can, when you inhale, those gases go through your whole molecular structure, through your cells and everything. So you are getting poisoned. You see what I'm saying? From the outside in this time. We did a video on nanobots. Those have to do with the inside out. But inevitably it's the outside in, because we're not gonna get into nanobots in the goddamn chemical trail video. But yeah. But yeah, man, this is what's going on, y'all. Y'all better know it. Y'all better know that those ain't clouds, you feel me? In the sky, there's no such thing as clouds. Clouds are fictitious, and they made those up to cover up the fact that they are trying to cover up the sun and pollute our atmosphere with chemtrails. They're not trying, but they are doing it. You see what I'm saying? On a daily basis. This is why, you see what I'm saying? This is why you have cloudy days, because they want it to be cloudy, family. They don't want the sun to shine all the motherfucking time, because we used to have two suns. But that's another video in itself. See what I'm saying? We're going to do a video about the sky too. You see what I'm saying? What's really going on with the sky? You see what I'm saying? But yeah, family, this is the video on chemtrails and you know what I mean, and all the pollution that's going on in the skies with the chemtrails. You better know this is for real. Like, people will be saying it's a fucking conspiracy and a theory. This ain't no conspiracy or no theory. This is the real deal, motherfucking Holyfield. Do you hear me? So y'all better know this. Don't let these people tell you a fallacy. Don't let them do it. And if you don't know what a fallacy is, family, that is a lie. So I'm trying to teach y'all in any way I can. If you don't know what fallacy means, that is basically a lie. See what I'm saying? So they telling us a lot of fallacies. And that's what this whole channel is about. It's uncoding and decoding and unfolding these motherfucking fallacies. And with that being said, family, peace to the cosmic family, all the gods and the goddesses, and all the high vibration people of planet Kai. And on that note, we are out. One.